Hey, John and Mike, brew-dudes.com. And because we grew a lot of hops in our backyards this year, we have a lot of beers to taste. And it's really because I'm just taking every single variety I have and I'm making a separate beer from that specific variety. This week we have one that's made with Cascade hops that were grown in my brother's yard. The plant, I believe, is in its second or third year. It didn't produce a ton of hop cones, but I was able to get, after everything was dried, about 6 ounces of hops to use in this brew. So not as many as I had with the Chinook. Chinook I had 10 ounces after all was said and dried. But with 6, I thought we could still make a nice SMaSH beer. The single malt, again, being Crisp's Maris Otter Pale Malt, and only Homegrown Cascade hops from our famous New England fertile grounds. And then the one switch up that I have is that I used Nottingham English yeast. Okay. Last time I used Safe Ale 04, but sticking with the English yeast just because, heck, I want to make it fruity. So that's what I got. Very simple, you know, same starting gravity around 1050, and temp that I fermented at was around 68 degrees Fahrenheit, and fermented for 2 weeks, and then I kegged it up. So that's what we got. So to me, it's you can tell that there's not as much hops in this one. Yeah.
Yeah. I get something very there's a predominant nut-like earthy quality to the aroma, almost like you know what the best way to describe it, and I get a little bit in the aftertaste too. There's like a Brazil nut quality to it, actually. That's I can see it now. And then the flavor too, it's like a the only way I can describe it is like there's like this strange, like enhanced malt-like quality, which I know the base just doesn't do that in this beer. So there's the flavor still has like, it's like there's like a fullness to it. There's a little bit of there's like there's a little bit of like a diesel quality to it. And I'm only using that word because I've heard that word used before to describe this thing, and I don't know what it is, but it's not. I do get a very small amount when I look for it. I get a really small amount of fruit character, of like a, not necessarily citrus, but there is like a plummy or a strange, maybe pineapple, plum taste in there. But the hops have these Cascade hops. This is an example of terroir, I think, right?
Yeah, true.
Or just a weird grow for this year, these guys. So it's pretty strange.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's funny. The hops, when I was picking them, had a pretty citrusy aroma. It just didn't come through in the.
Think so?
Yeah, in the final beer. So maybe I should talk a little bit about the hop schedule. So with 6 ounces of hops, I used 2 ounces at the beginning of the boil, and then the rest, the 4 ounces, at the end. Just right at flame out. Just trying to like push out.
You didn't dry hop at all?
Didn't dry hop at all.
So to me, because it's not dry hopped, it precludes like some sort of weird wild yeast or something coming in with the hops. Because they hit the boil cell. Yeah, it's weird. I can't really describe it as herbal. It's just or it's a little bit vegetal.
Yeah.
What did the lupulin look like inside? Were they nice and yellow, or was it? Yeah. So nothing out of the ordinary.
I don't think so.
It's not like it was all green hop or something.
No. And I think that they looked pretty mature. There were some cones that were definitely brown on the edges and such. I think that they were pretty papery, and they dried very, very well. I just think that you need to get a lot. I mean, it's almost like, in my experience, and I said this before on the video with the Chinook hops, unless you have over like a half pound to a pound of hops to use, it's really hard to get the flavors that you're looking for. At least something that says, this is hoppy.
Yeah. So how much of this hop batch do you have left, and will you be using it for anything else?
It's all in here.
Oh, that's good news.
There is nothing else to use.
That's good news. Yeah.
So I think that's what we got. I think that what I have left, I have my Magnum and a lot of Mount Hood, which we've used before. I think what I'll do for that is use a lot of it in like the early stages of the boil and make lagers with them.
Yep.
And see what happens with that, because I think when I've used them in those types of beer in the past, they come out really well.
Cool.
So we'll use that. So I just the Chinook and the Cascade. These are the ones where I really wanted to try to get some hop forward ales going. You can see the Chinook worked out. Cascade, I think we need one more year to get a good amount so that we can make something that.
And there's no bitterness in there whatsoever.
No.
It's all flavor profile.
Yeah, and that's why I still used what would be considered like a good amount, 2 ounces of being in the boil. You think you'd get something there.
Yeah.
But
oh well,
nothing. Hey, that's
cool.
what it's all
it doesn't
about.
always work out.
It's not like
We're really
I'm not
doing it
this,
here. We're really doing it here.
Yeah, I'm not submitting this to a competition or anything like that. I'll probably pour a pint for my brother, and then heck, I might even give it to him. He can drink it and just like, I love it. It's the greatest because it came from my backyard.
Yep.
It's not bad. It's not the best that we've brewed with homegrown hops before, but always next year. And if we get more, then we'll probably have a better shot of having something nice.
Nice.
We can't always have nice things. All right, for John and Mike, brew-dudes.com, brew on.
Cheers.